empty mo bottles, dog bitches in the back of a Volvo. I was talking like that. You know what I mean? I was talking that shit. I was talking that shit. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Gil did right there. That was Gil lyrics.
That's crazy.
Hold up.
You know why he stopped? You know why he stopped? Because I said dog bitches in the back of a Volvo, me and Wallo.
You know what I mean?
He couldn't say that part, so he just stopped. You know, I was dropping it like
This
this.
the twist up. This the twist. See,
Today is a very special episode. We are joined by two special guests, Gillie and Wallo. How are y'all doing today?
Oh, we chilling, man. It is what it is.
Outstanding.
Okay, well, that's my joint. Outstanding. Oh, yeah, John. You know what I mean?
Yo, listen, let's not even play no games. State property, major figures. Who's better?
Major figures.
Why would you say that?
Why wouldn't I say that? What do you mean?
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just asking what's the reasoning behind it?
I mean, it's the figures.
Okay.
I was in the figures.
So you're saying they had the figures? Y'all guys had the figures and they didn't?
No, I ain't saying that. I'm saying that we was major figures. I was in the figures. So naturally, I feel as though, of course, we was
What would
better.
you say, Wallo, to that?
Of state property.
Why did you say state property is better?
Longevity. Even though, you know.
Because he missed the boat.
He wasn't there.
He
I
wasn't
wasn't
there.
there. You know, I was here, you know, so that's
He
a
ain't
little.
get no dick sucks. He ain't.
I wasn't there, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if he might.
Fuck out of here.
You know what I mean?
I mean, man.
So is it true that, because I know y'all are cousins and y'all play around a lot and everything, and I be wanting to know if some of it's game, some of it not, but do you used to fund for your studio time, Wallo? Did he used to pay for it?
Fuck no.
Oh.
You didn't pay for no fucking. You never paid for no studio time when I took you to Peanut Joint.
Nigga, we ain't never had to pay. Fuck is you talking
Yes, we
about?
did. I was giving him a couple.
We was in Peanut
buying him
third
food, giving him-
floor,
listen, I'm
right
giving him
above his
food.
fucking mama.
I'm buying him food, giving him bags of weed and shit.
Yo,
Fuck you, man, I was paying
knew
studio
the
time.
fuck you wasn't. You
You
lying,
still
man.
under contract. Fuck
You like,
you
get the
talking
fuck
about.
out of here.
I was your first manager. I
Who the
took him to
fuck you
studio.
wasn't?
Right.
First of all, he
And
ain't
you're the
know.
little cousin.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, come on, man, we gonna go to the studio.
Because he
I had
grew
to
up
do
a
it.
rapper.
It don't matter.
Grow
It
up
don't matter.
a
I had to-
fucking
I had
rapper.
to do that show. That
He
block
grew
party you
up.
did for free.
Okay, see, listen.
I got paid, nigga.
Look, okay, let me just tell you this. The real reason why, because I didn't want to rap. I'm like, dog, you tripping, man. I ain't with that shit.
Right.
Like, the real reason why he wanted me to rap so bad is because it was a group in Philly called Ram Squad, right?
I know. I remember Ram Squad.
And he wanted to
Was
do a
that a
song with-
Koriak in them? And
Yeah. He
yeah.
wanted to do a song with them niggas and they told him beat it. He
No,
got
that
me.
wasn't it.
He came and got me.
That wasn't it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what happened.
You gotta
I'm gonna tell you what
rap.
happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I go to Tommy because that was my man. Rest in peace, Taji, man. That was his brother. I was like, yo, man, what's up? We gonna get on this, you gonna put us on the track? He kept spinning me. I'm like, oh, man. So I said, Gil, yo, on some real shit, we better than these niggas. They not even talking they rap, they not talking that fly shit, we talking. I said, come on, we gonna start this group. I said, we gonna name it Major Figures, this, that, and third. He's like, yeah, that's cool. So I give him my man Peanut, me and Gil going to the studio, Gil rapping, I'm rapping, we doing our thing. I'm like, man, we gonna kill these niggas. And that's how it really started, because it was like, that's back before dudes wasn't rapping, when dudes thought it was, when everybody was too cool to rap.
Gotcha.
They was like, yeah, and rapping, that ain't.
He thought of the name, Major Figures.
Yeah.
That's you. Because sometimes y'all play so much, I just be like, I don't know what's real.
I'm RZA of Major Figures. Like, I'm RZA.
Fuck out of here. You went to jail. You RZA if he did 30 years. Fuck is you
I'm
talking
RZA, you know what I mean? That is shit.
Fuck is you talking about? No, you had an idea. You got caught.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So how'd you guys, I was on the same label as Dutch and Spade. How did y'all organize putting the team together with
We was
Major
all
Figures?
from the same hood, basically.
Spade the one that taught me how to write 16s back in the day. That was me and Spade was cool. That's my man. So he teach me
Hey,
how
let
to
me
write
just say
16.
something.
Right.
He under contract still on Swiss Spade.
What you mean?
What you mean?
Spade got him still on. Get the fuck out of here. From back in the day.
How you RZA but you signed the
No,
Spade?
he lying. He
Yeah,
lying.
he RZA.
He taught me how to. So listen, he taught me how to write them 16s, and everybody else, we all knew each other. And then when I went to, because it was only me and Gil, but when I got popped, Gil couldn't hold it down, but so he needed. And my man El De Niro, he needed reinforcements, so he went and got Speezy in them, and it was It was over from there. Rolex,
Nice.
Speezy, Beyonce, Bump.
Y'all niggas could rap y'all ass off, though. I definitely, Spade, Dust, you two, Gil. I would like when I did you guys' show, and Wallo was like, was Gil good or whatever? And I'm like, he never got a fair shot because Gillie could fucking really rap. All y'all guys could really rap. The girls too. The girl, I can't remember her name. Bianca, she was good too.
The minute I
Bianca
started saying, I'm gonna take this shit serious, all he wanted to do is ride around with me and jump out on corners. Yo, you can't fuck with my cousin.
Yeah.
No, I was making tapes. I had the tapes. I used to get dudes the tapes with the sisters.
He knew all the rappers. So I would think we was going on route.
Yeah.
And we was, but we was going on route right after we stopped on this corner with these rap niggas that he knew. Hold on, cuz, let's get out here. Fuck, we getting out here.
That's his story. Go on and tell it.
Nigga,
now,
did he run up on some rapping?
No, the whole truth.
Fuck with my cousin.
Yeah.
Got me out there rapping and shit.
I had him battling all over the city, right? Because I was his manager.
Because I was better than him.
I was his
How
manager.
he was a rapper who was rapping all his life. I just start rapping and he got me battling everybody. Think about that,
I would say that Gillie is super duper nice. Can I hear one of your rhymes, Wallo?
Right now, nigga.
Right now. Can I hear something?
Right now.
Yeah, let's hear one of your
Right
joints.
now, nigga.
No, man, I'm
Right
retired.
now, say one of them
That was
motherfucking
back in
jail
the day.
raps that you wrote jail. If I was free, I
That
would.
was back in the
You
day.
make shit by heart. Like, so I know
Okay,
you know
I'm
your
gonna
shit.
my old shit. All right. This back when me and Gil, we had this song called Boss Niggas, right?
Okay.
Gil was doing the hook. It was like, we them boss
yeah,
niggas.
man. Right.
So and I came in dumb ones for dumb ones, slugs for bugs. I only roll with thugs and thugettes. That's my motto, motherfucker Movado. Back in '88, I used to rock lottos. Now I empty mo bottles, dog bitches in the back of a Bible. I was talking like that. You know what I mean? I was talking that shit.
That was my shit.
I was talking that shit. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Gil did right there. That was Gil lyrics.
That's crazy.
Hold up.
You know why he stopped? You know why he stopped? Because I said dog bitches in the back of a Volvo, me and Wallo.
You know what I mean?
He couldn't say that part, so he just stopped. You know, I was dropping it like
This
this.
the twist up. This the twist. See, I was a team player, right?
Hold on,
Let me give you the game. We go in the studio, right? And the beat come on, I'll be like, you know what? I got the hook. So I usually just do the hooks. Or I had something like, yo, we got to sample this shit. You know what I mean? And that was my whole thing, was just the hooks.
I believe you was hustling trying to get major. If I can't go with the rap, you remind me of my cousin who out there, Duke the God.
Yeah.
Because Duke the God, he was supposed to be our road manager, so I would do a 16, and then I'd come back to the block and niggas be like, yo, I heard that song with you and Duke, it was hot. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Hold on, I don't got a song with Duke.
Duke knew what he was
Duke
doing.
took my shit and put a verse on it and been playing it for the whole neighborhood. Now niggas is talking about, yo, you and Duke. I'm like, Duke, what the fuck is you? They go, killer, they feeling it though. So I was like, yo, that was not the plan, my
He
nigga.
knew what he was doing. He knew how to repackage shit. This shit just like around the block. You know how dudes, oh damn, they got the big $5 rocks, but you could take them and make two $5 rocks over here. He was re-rocking. Yeah, so he was remixing. That's all, you know what I
He
mean?
did some shit that was unauthorized.
So you saying Gillie had the crack then?
Yeah,
Say
he had the crack.
He know, yeah.
You know.
But
My
not
whole
damn,
thing is-
not on duty, dog. I had the crack. He saying Gillie had the crack, then.
Listen, I was in the managerial you know, I was a manager. I had the production company, the publishing. I had everything.
Nigga was a secretary, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the breakdown.
You
Nigga
got
was a
it
secretary.
publishing? You got it publishing?
Still got
Wallo said he
manager.
still got your publishing.
Man, Wallo full of shit.
I had everything, man.
You just figured it out. Well, we first of all back then we didn't even know about publishing. Fucking, he ain't know nothing about no fucking publishing.
I was reading This Business of Music. You ain't know I had the book.
First of all, you
see,
ain't
I used
learn
be
how to
reading
read
everything.
till you got in jail, bro.
Oh, that was before.
You
nigga.
was looking
Fuck
at
outta here.
pictures till you went to jail, nigga.
I mean, I knew what was going on.
Master.
Get the fuck out of here.
Master P. Oh yeah, Master. Them niggas
He lying.
shine.
This nigga lying. This nigga lying. He lying.
They got a GED. He got a GED in jail, man.
He lying, baby.
He was one of them niggas in jail.
Fuck no.
He learned how to read in jail?
I learned how to read in a juvenile facility before I went to the penitentiary. So he lying. I already was on point. So when I'm in I'm on the streets reading This
I
Business of
told you
Music.
jail. What do he say? We learned how to read it.
Hold on, before y'all continue, because I seen another argument that you guys had that Mason may be aware of. So I'm gonna ask Mace this question. I want you two to comment afterwards. Mace, let me ask you this. Your opinion has nothing to do with them. I'm asking you your opinion. If you get your GED in jail, is that a real GED or is it not a GED? If you get in jail.
It's a real GED.
Thank you.
That's what they was arguing about.
You gonna try
I'm
to
gonna say I'm gonna go with Gillie and say it's not.
It's the same test.
It's the same
It
test.
was not the same test.
Yes, it is.
Long as you ain't take it
Okay,
on a
let me ask you a
computer.
question.
Did he
No.
take it on a computer?
Fuck no.
No
Oh, yeah,
computer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, then it's a real GED.
No. Okay, let me just say this. So, he trying to tell me I got my culinary arts degree in jail.
Same paperwork.
That fucking shit don't count.
Shout
When
out
you
to
go,
my-
when you go to Ocean Prime and you like, oh, whatever, I want to be a cook. Okay, where you cooked at? Dallas Penitentiary. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You're not the chef
cat.
here,
That's
buddy.
a cat. Listen,
They not
listen.
hiring
Now
you.
that's
Shout out. Listen, now. That's cat.
That's why the argument with this girl the other day.
Cause the food and everything is different. So if a nigga learn how to cook salmon in jail, that ain't gonna work.
Yes, it will. It's the same thing. Let me explain something to you. First of all, shout out to the chef and the instructor, Steve Deli, South Philly. He was a chef in the Navy. This was our instructor. He giving us a game. So I'm already out with bake shop. I went there. I turned into a master chef. You know what I mean? I'm cooking for the population. It was real food. Like real shit. You know what I mean? I'm cooking for the population. Me and my homie Psycho. We didn't get cooks at nighttime.
He would have got left up north, but he was the chef up
mean,
north.
I mean, oh,
He was
man.
the chef up north.
He was going in.
He going to Ocean Prime with all these good ideas. No, I got some Dorito linguine. You know what I
Y'all
mean?
be digging it though, right?
Because you know
I
they
know,
cook
listen,
everything with Doritos and
I know
shit.
like 5 Mexican boys I was in jail with. Never had nothing. They working in 5-star restaurants. Them people in the back of them, they don't be having no degrees, bro.
But them niggas not cooking. Them niggas
No,
is
but
cleaning
it
the
is.
restaurant.
What it is, all right, let me give you the game about a restaurant. You got a chef. The chef just teach everybody how to make it. He don't make the shit. He teach everybody else how to make it, and they're making the dishes. That's why you see everybody else moving around in the joint. So you don't have to have
So what was you in the joint?
I was a chef.
So you was watching everybody else
So if
make
I
the
go to a
shit.
5-star restaurant like the winner, I'm going to be the chef, and I'm going to run the whole kitchen. This is how you do this.
But
I'm
you had
over.
to do it one day to tell people how to do it. We had to one day learn how to actually do what you're telling people what to
As
do.
me being a chef, yeah, I got my, that,
Yeah,
but
it's
not
made.
everybody else in the kitchen.
Cheese soup.
No, I know how to make some stuff.
Y'all niggas should have a versus.
Ooh.
You and Wallo.
Boy, I'd kill that nigga. I would fucking kill
You know what I mean? I'm more than managerial.
I would murder him on
Like,
the
all right.
fucking mic.
Now, I'll say one thing for sure, yo, definitely is that on a serious note, I just want to commend you, Wallo, because when you doing 20 years and coming out and getting straight to it, hitting the fucking ground running, niggas ain't been to jail and doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? I say, and I know y'all cousins and everything, and I be like, this nigga Gil is so lucky to have you, and vice versa. Same thing, but your hustle and your drive every day is fucking impeccable, and the things that y'all doing besides y'all podcast, both of you guys, is amazing. So I just want to salute you on that, because a lot of niggas will come home and complain and make excuses and be like, well, niggas ain't look out for me, niggas ain't doing this for me, or niggas ain't doing that for me, when you went and made it happen for yourself along with the help of your cousin, man.
You know what
salute
it
on
was?
that.
And me and Gil always talk about this when I used to call from the joint. Nigga told me one time, Wallo, you like OG was like, you like the happiest nigga in jail.
Say what he called you, nigga.
He called me jail master.
Called you
Time machine. He called me time machine, right?
Look at
So
time
I'm running
machine.
around,
Nigga walk past his
laughing
cell.
and shit, right? You know what? The realest shit that I realized, I went to jail because of me. When on the streets, you get paid for your performance. If you're out in the street, if I'm hustling, I can celebrate when I get the money, right? If I'm doing whatever moves I'm doing, sticking up, whatever, so when I get pop, I got pop. Ain't nobody getting no pop, ain't nobody telling me. So when I'm doing the time, I can't be, when you out there running around doing whatever you're doing, that's on you. Don't nobody owe me none, Cam. And I think a lot of times when dudes go to jail, they get bitter. And a lot of times, you know what I realize about jail? And that's why you never hear me talking no tough shit, try to glorify it in the wrong way. I try to tell boys. In the ghetto, dudes think because they went to jail, that make them realer than somebody else because they got caught. No, bro, you got caught. That's all it mean. That don't mean you more of a real nigga. That's why dudes be coming home all mad because, bro, you got popped for like a burglary, man. Ooh, now you come home, you Nino Brown. You got all this money. Like these niggas ain't. Bro, man. Why was niggas supposed to look out for you? You was getting high before you went to jail anyway. But dudes that come home with this entitlement and everybody just throwing everybody, that shit don't mean nothing. That'll get you killed quicker. Because since you've been in jail, little Boo Boo and little Raheem,
That's a fact.
they'll light your ass up,
Yeah,
shoot you till your shirt catch on fire.
That's a definite fact.
But dudes be coming home with that angry shit so they can't even program themselves to even put no hustle down or have no grind. Because they come home thinking somebody this ain't the 80s, it's not the 90s. Dudes ain't getting it like that in the streets. So ain't nobody coming home and dropping it on you, oh, yo, here go 10, here go 50. That's not happening. You don't deserve that hand anyway because when you left the streets, your performance didn't say you generate that type of hand on the comeback.
Got you.
Think
You're
about that.
absolutely right. 100%.
You know what I mean? That's
Why they
it's
called
good.
you Time Machine though?
Because I did time with ease. I wasn't doing no bitching in there. I wasn't running around mad and trying to, in jail, you got dudes, man, all they do is they just mad at the world, man. They want to, for some shit they did, bro. Bro, you did that. Like, you went and killed somebody or you went and did whatever. Like, that's on you, bro. I'm running around laughing all day.
I keep it real. Like he said, I did that. I got to do the time. And he stood up. Except for when you were screaming, come out, cuz they got us.
Yo, you told on Tootie when y'all got locked in the weed, nigga. I keep telling
you was screaming, cuz come out, they got us. He on the ground talking about, cuz coming from that 150, they got us and all this
how
shit.
you get out 7 days before your wife and y'all got locked up with the weed, bro?
First of all.
What you tell her? I got a statement. Don't make me pull a statement out.
Fuck out of here.
I heard this on this. I heard y'all talk about this before too. So how did this go? Because is this true? Because I don't be knowing when y'all playing.
Yeah, he got out 7 days before Tootie. Listen, he get to tell her. I seen the paperwork. He told him it was a Chinese connection. Tootie Asian.
Yeah, I seen
That's
that.
what he got weed in the front.
First Tootie Korea, first of all, nigga.
It's a connection.
Fuck you talking about.
The Korean
and
connection.
second of all, nigga, Toot got out before me, nigga.
No, you
Fuck
told me
you
to
too.
get
When
the
I
fuck
came
out
out that jail, Toot was outside waiting on me, nigga. Fuck you
All right, cool. Because Wallo be pumping that a lot.
Yeah.
I heard that about 6 different times.
He's a
man.
fucking lie. He mad because I ain't go to the joint with him.
Okay.
Cause they got us. That was the last thing.
Cause they got us as well.
That was
I
the
never
last.
said he lied. He
Listen,
lied.
listen,
He lied.
listen,
I never
listen.
said
That was the last thing I heard from him on
I
the
never
streets.
say
On the streets. He heard. I was getting skinny. Cause they got us. What
lied.
you
I ain't
mean
never
they
say
got
that,
us? The fuck
I ain't
you mean
never
they
say
got
that.
you?
No.
I getting skinny. Fuck is you talking about?
I ain't never say that.
The next thing I know, he calling home from jail talking in codes and shit.
Okay, I just wanted to get to some facts, man. Like, we gonna talk some sports real quick.
Yeah.
But I love y'all two dynamic, and I love what you guys are doing. And thank you guys also for helping connect me and Mason, putting this shit together
Yeah,
for
we
us.
had
And,
to, man.
for making us, because to be honest with you, and we talked about this on $1 Million Worth of Game, that we may not even still be speaking right now without you guys' platform. So we just want to tell you guys thank you so
Much
much,
love,
and
man.
you see to what it led to.
Much
After,
love, bro.
because Harlem niggas gonna start hustling once we cool again.
That's what
So I
I'm
just want
talking
to tell
about.
you guys thank you so much
That
for that
money.
as well.
Somewhere in the middle of a conversation that started out as pure comedy, something much more honest came to the surface. Cameron and Maze sat down with Gillie and Wallo, and what began as jokes, roasting, and old-school arguments slowly turned into a revealing conversation about their history. By the end of the discussion, one of them admitted something that made viewers look at the entire story in a very different way. Without that meeting and the platform it provided, Cameron and Maze might never have repaired their relationship. They may not have even reached a point where they could sit down and speak openly with each other. More importantly, the show they eventually became known for working on together might never have existed in the same form. That is what made this conversation so interesting. It was not simply another celebrity interview. It brought together old rivalries, family connections, music history, prison experiences, and stories that helped explain how certain relationships in hip-hop were formed. The conversation began with the kind of energy that felt like a family cookout mixed with a friendly boxing match. Cameron wasted almost no time before taking a shot at Gillie and Wallo's old rap group, Major Figures. He compared their crew to State Property, the famous Philadelphia group connected to artists such as Beanie Sigel and other members of the Rockefeller Circle. Naturally, Gillie was not going to let that comment slide. What followed did not feel like a serious argument. Instead, it sounded like two cousins who had been having the same debate for years. Each side believed their crew was better, and neither person was willing to give the other even a little ground. They joked, challenged each other, and defended their side while the people around them reacted to the back and forth. That playful argument eventually opened the door to a story that many longtime fans may not have known: the real beginning of Major Figures. According to Wallo, the group did not come together because of some carefully planned business strategy. It happened almost naturally. Wallo explained that he did not originally grow up dreaming about becoming a rapper. Gillie was the one who already had a strong interest in music and wanted to pursue it. Wallow's motivation came from competition. He had been watching another Philadelphia rap group and wanted to prove that he and his cousin could do something better. Instead of simply talking about it, he brought Gillie into the studio. Gillie began writing, recording, and developing his skills, and eventually the name Major Figures came out of that same competitive spirit. The name represented more than just a rap group. It reflected the attitude they had at the time. They were not interested in simply becoming another crew in the neighborhood. They wanted to prove that they could stand above everyone else and become the standard others would have to measure themselves against. That story also showed how many rap groups were actually formed during that era. There was often less planning than people might imagine. Pride, friendship, family, competition, and being around other talented people could be enough to bring a crew together. Two young men from the same neighborhood could hear another group, decide they were better, and then start creating music to prove it. The discussion then moved toward Cameron's own rise in the music industry. His story had crossed paths with several people connected to Gillie and Wallow's circle. Cameron talked about being around artists such as Beanie Sigel and Freeway, and explained how much he learned from that environment. One detail that stood out was his explanation of how Beanie helped him develop his writing. Cameron said Beanie taught him how to properly structure a verse, and how to build 16 bars instead of simply relying on instinct and freestyle ability. That may sound like a small detail, but it gives a different perspective on Cameron's development as an artist. Before the Dipset era, before the major rivalries, and before the moments that made Cameron a major name in hip-hop, there was a period when he was still learning the technical side of songwriting. Interestingly, some of those lessons came from artists connected to a crew that he would later be compared with. The conversation then returned to the relationship between Gillie and Wallo, and this was where things became even more entertaining. Wallo explained that he was almost like Gillie's manager during their early days. He helped handle business, arrange studio time, and encouraged Gillie to participate in rap battles around Philadelphia. Wallo believed in Gillie's talent and potential, sometimes even more than Gillie believed in himself at the time. Gillie did not completely reject that story, but he quickly responded with one of his own. He brought up a recording where he had performed a verse, and according to the story, Wallo took Gillie's vocals, added a hook, and began playing the record around the neighborhood as if it were a collaboration between the two of them. The funny part was that Wallo apparently had not even recorded his own verse for the song. Gillie called him out for it while laughing, but there was still some truth behind the joke. Wallo did not completely deny what happened. Instead, he treated it like a clever business move. He described it more like repackaging or remixing than anything dishonest. That moment captured the entire personality of the conversation. It felt less like a formal interview and more like viewers had been allowed to listen in on two relatives who had been teasing each other for decades. They could joke about old situations, challenge each other's memories, and still laugh together without completely losing the family-like connection between them. The discussion eventually moved into the more serious side of the music business, especially publishing and ownership. They talked about who understood the paperwork, who did not, and whether artists from decades earlier might still be owed money from songs they helped create. Although the conversation remained funny, there was an important point underneath all those jokes. Many independent artists from Philadelphia and other parts of the country did not have access to the same level of music business education that artists signed to major labels often received. Wallo explained that he had been studying the business side early on, including reading books about the music industry. Meanwhile, Gillie was more focused on writing lyrics and improving his skills as an MC. Whether every detail of Wallo's story was completely accurate or simply another exaggerated cousin story, the larger point was real. Knowing how to rap was only part of becoming successful. Understanding contracts, publishing rights, royalties, ownership, and business agreements was an entirely different challenge. Many talented artists learned that lesson only after they had already released music. Then the conversation took an unexpected turn. They started talking about prison. Wallo had spent roughly 2 decades incarcerated before returning home, and eventually building the media career he has today alongside Gillie. His prison history was not presented as a dramatic speech. Instead, it entered the conversation almost naturally during a discussion about education, and whether earning a GED while incarcerated should be considered equal to earning one outside prison. That shift revealed another important side of Wallow's story. His life had taken him through experiences far removed from the entertainment world, yet those experiences later became part of the perspective he brought to his media career. The conversation showed that his relationship with Gillie was built on much more than music. It was shaped by family, competition, difficult years, shared history, and the ability to laugh about the past while still acknowledging how much those experiences mattered. What started as jokes about rap groups eventually became a much deeper look at how relationships, careers, and opportunities can change over time. The conversation made it clear that the platform Gillie and Wallo created was not simply about entertainment. For Cameron and Maze, it also became a place where old connections could be repaired, forgotten stories could be revisited, and complicated history could finally be discussed openly. Wallo insists that the GED test he took in prison was the exact same test given outside. According to him, the paperwork was the same, the requirements were the same, and there was no real difference simply because it was earned while incarcerated. He explains that the only major distinction was that the test was not taken on a computer. Maze gets involved in the discussion and agrees with Wallo, making it clear that a GED is still a GED no matter where a person earns it. For them, the location does not erase the effort it took to complete the test and receive the qualification. That discussion leads to another interesting part of Wallo's story. He begins talking about the time he spent learning to become a chef while he was incarcerated. This was not simply a case of preparing basic meals or doing ordinary food service work. Wallo explains that he had a real culinary instructor who taught him and other inmates important kitchen skills. He learned proper techniques and gained experience that could be useful outside of prison. Wallo describes cooking for the general prison population and learning how a professional kitchen operates. Over time, he developed enough knowledge that he was not only preparing meals himself but also helping teach other people how to work in a kitchen. That detail may seem small compared with everything else discussed during the interview, but it says a lot about the way Wallo approached his time behind bars. Instead of allowing every opportunity to pass him by, he tried to take whatever knowledge and structure was available and turn it into something useful. He learned skills while incarcerated and later found ways to build on those lessons after returning home. That mindset became an important part of the life he created after spending so many years away from the outside world. This is also what leads Maze into one of the most sincere moments of the entire conversation. For a moment, the jokes stop. Maze looks at Wallo and gives him genuine credit. He is not praising him because of the show, his business decisions, or his public image. Instead, he is recognizing what Wallo did after coming home from nearly 2 decades in prison. Maze points out that many people return from long prison sentences carrying a great deal of anger. Some come home expecting their families, friends, or the world around them to immediately provide opportunities. Others become frustrated because life outside has changed while they were away. In some cases, people use their incarceration as an excuse for why they cannot move forward. Maze makes it clear that Wallo took a different approach. When Wallo came home, he did not spend all his time complaining about what had happened to him. He did not sit around waiting for someone else to fix his life. Instead, he started moving forward. He looked for opportunities, built relationships, developed his skills, and eventually helped create the media platform that would become such an important part of his life. Maze makes this point openly on camera without being asked to do so. That is what makes the compliment feel meaningful. It does not sound like something said simply to create a good television moment. It sounds like genuine respect from one man who understands how difficult it can be to rebuild after years away. Wallo then adds another layer to the story by explaining how he managed his time while incarcerated. He says Gillie used to tell him that he was one of the happiest people inside the prison. Other inmates even gave him the nickname Time Machine, because he seemed to move through his sentence differently from everyone else. Wallo's explanation for that attitude is simple but powerful. He says that when people are living in the streets, they make choices and accept the risks that come with those choices. If someone is involved in illegal activity, takes risks, and eventually gets caught, Wallo believes that person has to accept the consequences. He does not believe that being incarcerated automatically makes someone more authentic, more respected, or more deserving of sympathy. He talks about seeing other men leave prison angry and bitter, believing the world had treated them unfairly. In his view, getting caught does not make a person special. Simply means they were caught. Wallo also warns about what can happen when someone returns home with a sense of entitlement. The outside world changes while a person is serving a long sentence. People move on, technology changes, relationships change, and the streets do not operate exactly as they did years earlier. Expecting everything to be waiting exactly where it was can create serious problems. Instead of expecting a soft landing, Wallo believes people returning home have to understand that life has changed and be willing to adjust. They have to take responsibility for their future rather than expecting everyone else to make things easier for them. Of course, the conversation cannot remain serious for very long. Gillie quickly brings the jokes back. He starts teasing Wallo about their arrest and claims that Wallo was panicking and yelling when they were being taken into custody. Wallo denies the story and responds with his own jokes, even bringing up an old line about having a prepared statement ready. The two cousins then begin arguing over who actually came home from prison first. Gillie insists that he was already out and waiting when Wallo was released. Wallo fires back, suggesting that Gillie is only making that claim because he was still upset about not being released to the same facility. The exchange is funny, but it also shows how strong their relationship remains. They spent years apart. They experienced difficult situations, went through major changes, and had to rebuild their lives. Yet when they sit together, they still behave like the same cousins who have been teasing each other since they were young. Then the conversation reaches its most important moment. Near the end, Cameron changes the mood once again. This time, there is no joke behind what he says. He directly thanks Jillian and Wallo and makes an admission that many longtime fans probably did not expect to hear so openly. Cameron explains that without their show and the specific conversation that took place on their platform, he and Maze might not even be speaking today. Their years of public tension had created a serious distance between them, but the opportunity to sit in the same room gave them a chance to reconnect. Cameron credits Gillie and Wallo with bringing the two of them back into each other's lives. From that conversation came a reconciliation, and that reconciliation eventually helped lead to Cameron and Maze creating their own show together. That means the story behind the title is much deeper than simply comparing two hip-hop programs. Cameron's own words suggest that the partnership fans know today may never have happened without the platform created by Gillie and Wallo. Two Philadelphia artists built a space where people could come together, extended an invitation, and placed two former rivals in the same room. That simple decision created an opportunity for old wounds to begin healing. In that sense, Gillie and Wallo did much more than conduct an interview. They helped create the conditions for a reconciliation that later became something much bigger. Their platform gave Cameron and Maze the chance to repair a relationship, and the culture eventually benefited from what came afterward. It is a reminder that sometimes the biggest moments in entertainment happen unexpectedly. A conversation that begins with jokes can lead to honesty. A simple interview can repair an old friendship. And two people who once could not see eye to eye can eventually build something together. That is what makes this story worth remembering. Behind the jokes, the roasting, and the arguments was a genuine moment of connection. Wallo's story showed the importance of using difficult experiences as motivation to build something better, while Cameron's final admission showed how powerful one conversation can become. If you enjoyed this breakdown, let us know which part of the conversation stood out to you the most. Was it the origin story of major figures, Wallo's perspective on serving time and rebuilding his life, his experiences learning culinary skills in prison, or Cameron's emotional admission at the end? Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next deep dive into the stories, personalities, and moments shaping hip-hop culture today. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.